I accidentally let a drunk girl sleep on my chest and now I can't stop thinking about her. I was standing alone in a corner at the party. The music was loud enough to drown out my own thoughts. Everyone was drinking. I wasn't. Everyone was smoking weed. I wasn't. I'd simply decided not to get intoxicated that night. After all, I was there against my will. My friends had practically dragged me there and I hadn't even seen them for the past 2 hours. Then some random guy I'd never seen before leaned his elbow against my shoulder. He was completely wasted. He pointed across the room at a girl and slurred, "Yo bro, that girl is you, dude. Lucky you," before nearly throwing up and stumbling away. The girl saw him pointing directly at her. She blushed, but she didn't look away. We held eye contact for a few seconds before I finally looked away first. I wasn't dealing with this. It wasn't going anywhere anyway. Just pointless flirting. Okay, one last look. The second I looked back in her direction, I saw her walking toward me. Oh shit. This was bad. I was not ready for awkward small talk with a girl I'd never met before, especially a girl that pretty. She walked right up to me, grabbed my hand without saying a word, and pulled me along with her. And for some reason I followed. I didn't know where she was taking me. I didn't know what I was doing. This wasn't me. For as long as I could remember, I'd rejected every girl who ever flirted with me. I didn't like relationships, and I definitely didn't like where they usually led. But now this girl was dragging me upstairs while I followed behind her like some obedient dog. She led me into a room, shoved me inside, stepped in after me, then locked the door. She looked at me and asked, "Are you ready?" My brain instantly short-circuited. Ready for what? Sex? I am S.O. Not ready. I've never been ready. Ready for what? I asked carefully. She started pulling off her clothes while mumbling that there wasn't much time because she'd promised her dad she'd be home by 2 a.m. and it was already 1:15. She was extremely drunk. She pulled up her shirt and told me to take mine off too. I looked at her body for a second longer than I should have, and that scared me. I'd never looked at a girl and genuinely thought she was hot before. Not once in my life. The only time I ever felt anything remotely sexual was random morning wood after waking up. Even then, I never imagined anyone. But her body looked unreal. Like someone had sculpted her from gold and moonlight with hands made of stars. Her waist was small. Her thighs were thick enough to crush me. Her boobs were 3 times bigger than my fist. And for the first time in my life, I caught myself noticing every detail of a girl's body. What the fuck was happening to me? She stepped closer. Then, reality hit me all at once. Wait, she was drunk. I was sober. This wasn't right. Without thinking, I snatched the bottle out of her hand and started drinking from it. I finished the rest in one go and waited for it to kick in. But before it could, she shoved me onto the bed. She was surprisingly strong for someone that drunk. She climbed on top of me and kissed me, and somehow that made everything feel even worse because I still wasn't drunk enough for my conscience to shut up. Then, she whispered against my lips, "We're gonna fuck so hard tonight." I'm taking control. She leaned in for another kiss and completely missed my mouth. A second later, her head dropped onto my chest right beneath my chin. Then I heard soft snoring. I stared at the ceiling in silence. Did she seriously just pass out on top of me? What a